Welcome back to the Eagle Eye Network. My name's Kian Mullen. I'm accompanied by Luke Ayling and Colin Edwards once again for another Egan Ryan hockey game. This one against Coatsville Area High School. So, Luke, we've been here before when we were going against Council Rock North. Who is one player that we should be like? What's one player that we should look out for on Conwell Egan side today?
Uh, Truly, I think we got to watch Logan Parade here. They had a rough 4-2 loss against Roman Catholic, and what I heard from Logan is they couldn't get the puck in the net. I think if Logan Parade and their star scorers can get the puck in the net, it will be a very competitive battle today.
And Colin Edwards, we know this Coatesville team is pretty solid. So, what is one thing Egan Ryan needs to make sure they do to make sure they shut down this Coatesville team?
As you see last week, they really just controlled puck possession in their own zone and in the offensive zone, and they were able to get a ton of shots on net, which resulted in a lot of goals and a lot of good things and a lot of good outcomes for the team. So if they can keep puck possession again and play some solid defense, I think they can come out on top and win this one.
All right. Well, we're about 20 seconds until the face-off, so we're going to give a quick little break and we'll open up with Colin Edwards on play-by-play.
Welcome back to the Eagle Eye Network. I'm Colin Edwards. I'll be doing the play-by-play for today's game. 17-minute periods here at Northeast Skate Zone with Coatsville on the right side and Conwell and Ryan to the left. Both teams getting a quick word from the coaches right now as they are now taking the ice, ready for a center ice face-off. Looking to center for the first line today, Connor Bryson for Egan Ryan. Alongside wingers Logan Parate and Jackson St. John. Coatsville taking the ice now. Both teams lining up at center ice. Yeah. And Coatsville wins the faceoff. Number 9 dumping it into the zone. Right side of the Egan zone. Shot on net saved by keeper. Number 9 dancing around the net again. Another shot blocked. Top of the zone now. Top left defenseman pushes it back into the zone. Shot in front of the net. Blocked. Bryson making a move in the corner. Cannot get it away. Back to Parade. Parade cannot get it. Back to the top of the zone. Shot by the left defenseman for Coatsville. And it is saved by Egan Ryan. 16:33 left in the first period as first stoppage of the game.
Coatesville coming out very hungry. Egan really needs to step it up on defense because Coatesville coming out this early, this could be very dangerous for Egan Ryan.
Puck drop. Went out by St. John. St. John. 23. 23 dumps it in. Dump and chase. Cannot get to there. Number 40, Lang on Coatsville. Tries to get it out. Isn't successful. 34, Matt Sheridan. Cycles it behind the net. Nobody can get there. Number 16, Coatsville. Passes it up to center ice. Cannot get there. Recovered by Gavin Miller, who tries to pass it but doesn't get there, and broken up by 14 with a shot on net, and it is blocked. Gavin Miller recovers the puck, looking for a backhand pass to the center of the ice. Turned around, cannot get there. Oh, and then tripped up, but no penalty on the call. Tipped off the stick and out of play. This one will be off Coatsville, and it will be a face-off outside of the Coatsville zone.
Yeah, the first couple of minutes of this game are super important. Like Ian said, Coatsville's coming out hot. I think Ian needs. I think Ian. I think Ian is correct. I think Ian needs to come out hot and keep the momentum for this game.
Puck back into the Coastal zone, brought back out, but saved by Jackson St. John. As now 17 recovers the puck in the corner to 32, is on the right side of the boards, but cannot get there. Jackson St. John with a nice play to get it out, battling on the Reds line. It is Coatsville who dumps it into the zone, but recovered by St. John, who rips it around to the left side of the boards, looking for a winger who is not there. Coastal defenseman looking, number 40, dancing on the left side of the boards. Still dancing at the top, still dancing, going into the net, going for a backhand shot, saved. Wow. They gave him a lot of room to move and, get him started. Somebody's got to put a body on him if they're going to want to get the puck and be able to get some shots on net on their own end here.
Yeah, like I was saying, Egan needs to apply the pressure early. They can't get lackadaisical thinking they're better than this team. That's how they lost against Roman a couple nights ago.
Face-off won by Egan. Number 6, Sean Schubert making a play up the boards. Tipped back to Sean Schubert. Schubert going up the middle with it. Shot on net, save. Recovered by number 89 on Schubert. Dancing now, getting past the defenseman around the net. Curling around the net on the left side now, looking for a defenseman up top. Cannot find it, making a move. Still has the puck on his stick, and it is recovered by Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran is a one-on-one and looking for a penalty for a hook, but will not get it. Tyler making his play in the zone now. Number 86 recovers it with no stick, kicks it up to the side of the boards for the breakout to the winger, and he gets there, but is recovered by a nice play by Tyler, and a nice play to keep it in front of the net. Yeah, Connor Bryson almost was able to stuff it home in front of the net. Backhand pass in front of the net. Tyler Sheeran cannot get there. Recovered by 17. It is a 1-on-2. 2-on-2 now. Dumps it into the zone, and Coastal will be able to get a line change as Jackson St. John recovers the puck in their own zone. Connor Bryson now on the right side with a pass up the middle to Logan Parade. Logan Parade, a 1-on-1 outside, pushing him outside. Good play. Gets a stick in the lane, number 40, with a good little hit on the end. Number 40 gets it out to 84, 84 to 89. Coming up the red line on the Egan side. Blake Martinez with a good stick in the lane to block the puck away.
Very good defense being played by Coatsville here. I think if Egan Ryan wants to get this ball inside the net, I think they need to apply more offensive pressure. You're not seeing a lot from them today.
Blake Martinez flips it from the Egan zone all the way down to Coatsville for an icing. Face off to the right side of the Egan Ryan net. And with 13:28 left to go in the period, Egan 1 shot on goal, Coatsville 3-0-0. Both teams lining up at the center dot for the face-off. Face-off back to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez rips it around the boards to Jackson St. John. Cannot get there. Cut off by the defenseman. Defenseman shot on net, but it is blocked by Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller takes it up. Saucer pass blocked by 86 across the red line. Shoots it on the net from the blue line. Dumped back in technically. And it is back behind the net for Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller gets it out to the wing. Good breakout. Unfortunately, could not get there. Crossed up by Blake Martinez, who's fighting with 84. 84 gets it to 34, Matt Sheridan, and offside for Coatsville. Face-off upcoming here in a minute. Face-off won by the center. And he's a free breakaway shot on net. Save! Good save by the Egan Ryan goalie here in net. Shift back out to the right defenseman. Right defenseman looking for a low shot. Blocked in the lane. Pass out. He cannot get a stick on it. 17 dangling in his own zone. Back out to 40. 40 looking for a pass. Lang goes behind his own net to look for some more space. Gets that space. Moving up the ice quickly now. Center ice. It is a 3-on-3, but is tripped up by number 52. 52 back into the Coatsville zone. 2 players going for it. No icing called. Vesser around on the right side to number 16, who's broken up by number 4. Number 17, Vesser, back to the puck. Pass to number 14, Marzaracco, who takes it up the right side of the ice, past the red line, dumps it into the Egan zone, and is chasing it. Recovered by the player on the other side, number 8. Back to Mazakaru, who is looking for the defenseman at the top left side of the key. Gets it there, back down to the corner. Corner in front of the net, centered, missed, recovered, then a shot blocked. Recovered back at the top of the key, dancing around. Good move in his own zone. Good move again. Pass to the center of the net, blocked by Lawson Pierce. Pierce with the good, try to get it out. Tips off of a Coatsville stick. No icing will be called. 52 hot on this trail. Good back check. And he gets him hitting the corner, and he's 3-on-1. He almost came out with it, but Coatsville recovers. Number 8 loses the puck. Tyler Sheeran bats it back in. Logan Parade in front of the net, and he shoots. Tyler Sheeran with the rebound. Cannot get there. It is covered by the goalie.
Man, this Egan Ryan goalie is keeping them in the game. 100% so far on the saves. I don't know who it is down there. Colin will get the name in a minute, but superb work down there in the net from the goalie.
Tyler Sheeran now battling in the back left corner with the 86. 86 takes it around the net. Does a little circle back behind the net, looking for options to make a play. Logan Parade puts pressure on it. Passes it to Lang. Lang makes a good move in the middle of the ice. It is a 3-on-3. Lang going up the right side. Poke check by Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran makes a good move into 17. If he goes in and he waits, it is not offside. It's a good play. Very heads up. Gavin Miller into the zone. Whiffs a little bit. And they get a shot on net, but it is saved.
Great save. Very good save by the Coatsville keeper there.
Face off here in the bottom left. Back to number 6. Sean Schubert takes a shot off of Connor Bryson. It goes over the net. Connor Bryson cycles it to Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran gets poked up in the stick with battling in the corner with 27 Vesser, recovered by 94. Now battling behind the net with Connor Bryson. Back 94 wins it to 89. Good hit by Parade. No offsides is called. Puck is dumped back in the zone. Quickly on it is Connor Bryson, who cycles it back behind the net to Logan, who cycles it back to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson to the top of the point. Top of the point, cannot get it, cannot handle it. They're back at center ice. D to D pass is a little wide. We are in our own zone. Back to Tyler Sheeran, who makes a good move. Another good move. Center ice off the bottom right pad. Another good save. 89 looking to get it out. Saved by Schubert. Schubert shot. Tip. No go. Jackson St. John cycles it back into the Connor Bryson down low. Doesn't get there. 94 Towel looking to pass it up. And he gets by the defenseman. 1-on-1, 89 with Jackson St. John. Jackson St. John is able to get back and make a play on the offenseman. Offenseman back to number 86, but did not get there. Recovered by Tyler Sheeran in the middle of the ice. It is a 3-on-1. Tyler pass to Logan, whiffed in front of the net. Back off the boards up to 89 near the blue line. Now crossing the red line. Good back check by number 86, Connor Bryson, who's able to get the puck out. Battling along the blue line now in their own zone is Egan. Is recovered by Tyler Sheeran, who's slowly moving up the ice looking for an option. He does not get there, and there is a penalty on the play.
Pretty obvious penalty, to be honest. If you're asking me, I'm not a big guy on what you can and cannot do in hockey, but it looked a little high to me. It didn't look like you can do that.
Nah, it was a penalty. He's in the box, I think. Is he? Oh, never mind. It was an offside. It's a blatant check in the back. Should have been called for an interference. Was not.
Once again,
By the
I
referees.
do not know
Blake
what I'm talking
Martinez
about.
on a good hustle back. Oh, tripped up. Number 44. No call again. 27 in his own zone for Coatsville now as 23 is hot on pursuit. Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes is not able to make the play. He makes a pass up to 14. 14 one-on-one with Blake. 14 to the left. Does not able to get a shot. Blake Martinez pushes him wide. Cycled back in front of the net for number 9. 9 shot on goal, save. Back out to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez misses a pass for Gavin Barnes, and it will go all the way down to be an icing, and we will end up back in the Egan Ryan zone with 8:03 left to play in the first period. It is 0-0. We have a good game here, folks.
Yeah, great defensive positioning by Blake Martinez there to get number 14 all the way to the outside. Great defensive play. He's just getting the shots off, and the goalie's making the save. Great defense by Conwell Egan here.
Face off pushed out. Blake Martinez trying to make a good tip play. Almost gets it out. Gets it out. It is just missed the net and the goalie. It would be an icing again. A little bit of verbatim here in the first period, back to back icing calls. Face off back in the Egan Ryan zone, 1 out to 16. 16 puts it back in the corner to number 9. Right corner goes behind the Egan Ryan net, cycles it back to the middle. Oh, that was a tic-tac-toe play right there. I don't even remember, but behind the net to the corner, one-time pass to the front of the net, and it is stuffed in. Think by number 14. Number 14. It was 16, sorry. Here's Joe. Back at center ice after that 1-0 goal for Coatsville. 40 entering the zone, shot on net wide. Rings around the boards, back to the top left by 14. 14 keeps it in, passes to 9. 9 makes a good move, cannot get a shot on net. Curls around, looking for a shot back up to the point for 14. Back to number 9, who's looking for good toe drag move, but can't get towards the net. He cycles it in the corner. Corner battle, back up to the top for 86. 86 back to the boards on the left side. Cycles it back down to number 9. Number 9 behind the net now, looking for something to do with the puck. Sitting there, not getting any pressure on him. Makes a good move again. Cannot get there. Back out to 52. 52 chips it out to 40. 40 for Coatsville at the middle of the ice. Dumps it back in. Misses the pass wide to number 14. Number 14, left side of the boards in a corner battle. Back up to the... Oh, and we have a penalty here? What was that called? It's all the way down, whatever it was. Might have been a high stick. Face off in the coastal zone, recovered by Logan. Logan makes a nice move. Shot on net, saved. Another good save from the Coatsville goalie, number 39, Porter.
So unfortunate from Egan there. I thought that was their chance to tie it back up, but it's great work from the keep there. Got to give it to him.
Face off back in the Coatsville zone, behind the net, battling with it is Tyler Sheeran, who's unable to get it. 17 for Coatsville, back to number 40, Lang, picked off by Logan. I couldn't get a full stick on it, and it is passed back up to Coatsville's number 17, who enters the Egan Ryan zone with a pass over the middle, who cannot get there. Blake Martinez going after the puck now. Passes it up to the point. Nobody's there. Tyler Sheeran, my bad, rips it around the net after gaining recovery to somebody waiting at the blue line. Will not get there. Blake Martinez makes a great play and is able to get the puck, but he can't hang on for long. Dumped in by 86 Connor Bryson, and they're laying off a little bit, and they let him go, and they're recovering. A good play by Logan Parade to get the stick in the lane, and Connor Bryson's almost able to pick it up in front of the net, but couldn't get there. Ripped back around, offsides, pending. No, it is waved off. Number 40 rips it around from the right to the left to Scanlon. Doesn't get there. 86 Connor Bryson looking for a pass in front of the middle of the net. Cannot get there. Nobody can get there at the top of the defensive zone. It is brought out. They're back at the red line regrouping. Back into 86. It is called offsides. As he hit it in the zone before, he was able to escape it.
Super unfortunate to let that cross the blue line. They had an easy slap shot goal there with a bunch of defenders in front of the net. Could have caught the goalie off guard and maybe even led to a goal.
Face off at the outside dot of Egan Ryan. Won by number 27, Coatsville Vesser. Back to 94, 94 to 66. We can't really get a good hand on it, so it's brought back out, and a missed connection right there from Coatsville. And as Lawson Pierce tries to make a play at center ice, but he cannot. Lost puck to Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes tries to make a move. Number 6, Schubert comes in, and another good save. Schubert really stole that puck from the defenseman as he wasn't able to get a good stick on it and fired a shot almost point blank range. And another good glove save from Porter as Coatsville is still in this game 1-0 leading. Bottom Coatsville zone. Face-off 1, shot on net by 6, Schubert. Recovered by 23 in the corner, Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes grips it around, nobody there for the cycle. 94, Towel on Coatsville, brings it up. Pass intercepted by Lawson. Lawson tries to get another pass going, intercepted by Besser. Now Lawson looking to clear it into the Coatsville zone, can't get there to Thies. Thies recovers to Townley. Coatsville looking in front of the middle of the ice, in front of the net. Doesn't get there. Coatsville beats the own defenseman into the zone behind the net in the corner battle, looking for something to do with the puck here. Goes back up to the defenseman. Defenseman just puts it back into the zone. Behind the net now, looking for a battle is Schubert and 19. Schubert looking to come out with the puck. Can't get there. It is caught up into somebody's skate, and it is put back into the zone by number 94. Top left of the defenseman now as he takes it out as he realizes he has nothing to do. Somebody's on him. Backhand pass to Vesser. He really wasn't expecting it. Vesser puts it back in a hurry because he was getting pressure. Back into the Egan Ryan zone, recovered by number 8, Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran back out to Vesser. Vesser, who intercepted it at the blue line and is passing it to 86. 86 2-on-1, makes a good toe drag move in front of the net. And a great save, but we got to talk about that move right there. That was a little toe drag through the legs. That's something fancy you'd see out of Trevor Zegers right there, huh? And an amazing save, too. An amazing save. Able to do that with a guy shielded in your face, too. Face off in the Egan Ryan zone, won by Coatsville, and it is shot by number 14 at the very top left of the blue line, and it is off the goalie's glove and into the top right of the net for the second goal of the game here with 3:32 remaining in the first period. Coatsville 2 goals on 11 shots, Egan 0 goals on 8 shots. Center ice faceoff here. It's won by number 4 for Egan, McKenzie. McKenzie takes it up, gets tipped by 27. 27 back out to 16. Miscommunicated off the stick of Egan. And it is back into the zone. Looking for a play behind the net. Behind the net is number 6 and is bounced off and recovered by 44. Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez back out, doesn't be able to get there. Intercepted by 14. 14 passes 16. 16 wasn't able to get a stick on it. Back to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez makes a great move and they're moving the puck around now pretty good. It is back to Gavin Barnes, who's lost it for a second, but he's able to regain it. Tries to get it out high off the glass, doesn't get there. Recovered. Good move by 89. 89 takes another shot on net. It is hit off somebody's skate and is able for an easy recovery by the Egan Ryan goalie, as it was another yet pretty good save from the goalie here.
Egan Ryan needed that stoppage to get some fresh men on the ice. They were looking like they were tired out there and moving the puck, but not moving the puck with a purpose. Get a fresh line out there and start something new.
Face-off won by Coatsville. Top left of the zone. Zips it back down to the corner. The corner back up to the top left of the zone. And he's not able to get it there. It's coming all the way down for an icing, and it will be an icing off the stick of 6, Tyler Sheeran, as he tried to get it out. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining the first period. Face off now in the bottom left corner of the Egan Ryan zone. Left corner, face off won by Logan Parade. Tries to get it out to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson tries to make a tip move. Open ice hit, and something is called here. It was a cross check. It was a retaliation cross check from number 86, Thies of Coatsville. He hit Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson withstood his hit. He threw a cross check, and he was called for it. It is now a power play for Conwell Egan.
I saw tensions rising between Logan and that 86 earlier on in this game. Bunch of shoving back and forth after the play, but it seems he went a little too far and cost his team a player.
You never want to be that guy to cost your team a player. It's really important in times like this. Now that number 86 just gave them momentum to Egan as they win the face-off, and it is one out by Coatsville. Back to number 18, Jackson St. John, who's able to D-to-D pass behind the net, looking for a good move. Bringing it up is Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran gets some speed now, bringing it up the left side of the ice. Around the left side of the defenseman, looking for a move, and he shoots on net and is over wide. Schubert trying to get back, but he can't. Oh, he does keep it in the zone. Trying to keep it in the zone again, does not get there. Number 40, Lawson Pierce, recovers it and takes it into the zone himself. Logan with the recovery. And number 40 now, as he has a beat on Schubert, and he has a breakaway, and they're shorthanded, and a good save again, a blocker side save from the Egan Ryan goalie to keep them in this power play with 1:13 left. Tyler Sheeran decides to take it up his ice again, and he is moving, and he goes around the defenseman and does not decide to take the shot this time as he is doodling behind the net, figuring out what to do, takes it up to the right side as he is now at the top of the ice, center ice, with the defenseman, passes it to St. John, who isn't able to get there, and now they have to recover back to Sheeran at the middle of the ice now. Sheeran recovering, his line switching, takes it back, looking for a good play, tries to make a fancy move, semi-works out. Back to Gavin Barnes, tipped by 17 in their own zone. Tyler Sheeran takes it back, and he's looking to go up the center of the ice for a third time. Makes another move, 2-on-1. Tyler Sheeran able to spin around and not get a good backhand there as they ice it again with 22 seconds left on the penalty, and there's only 40 seconds left here in the first period. Looking to make a final push as Egan is Gavin to Miller to number 6 Schubert, and he dumps it in, and 86 Connor Bryson back to Matt Sheridan in front, cannot get there. Logan Parade around the circles now as the penalty is over for Coatsville. Behind the net, Matt Sheridan looking for an option, goes back to the top of the key. Gavin Miller, who shoots it low, and it is not able to go in. There's 13 seconds left. Logan Parade looking to cycle the puck to Connor Bryson, who makes a good move and cannot get there. It is iced out by Coatsville, and there is 2.2 seconds left in the first period. I doubt they're going to be able to do anything with these 2 seconds, but miracles can happen. Puck drop, one out the zone, and that'll do it for the first period. 2-0 Coatsville over Egan Ryan in the first period. Coatsville with 15 shots on goal. Egan Ryan with 9 shots on goal. Appreciate you, bro. It's hard. Oh. All right, and we're back with the Eagle Eye Network here for the second period of play. 17 minutes again, 2-0 Coatsville. Both teams lining up at center ice. Matt Sheridan for your Egan Ryan face-off. Goaltenders switch sides. One back to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez off the boards with a good pass to number 23. Gavin Barnes. Gavin Barnes with a backhand shot. Wasn't able to go. Pass wide. Turn around in front of the net. Back to St. John, who tries to put it home but can't. Top of the zone now is 34, Matt Sheridan, trying to put another shot on net. Can't get there. Recovered below by Gavin Barnes. Back to Lawson Pierce in front of the net with a nice spinorama backhand pass. And number 93, Lawson Pierce, able to put it home, as now the momentum is shifted to the Egan Ryan side, and it is now 2-1 with 16:39 remaining.
Yeah, Egan Ryan needs to keep this momentum here. If they can keep this momentum, they can score 1, 2, 3 goals in a span of a couple minutes. And hopefully it's all done by their star, Logan Parade, who hasn't shown up today, but will show up later in the game.
It's really good for Egan Ryan to come out in the second period like that. Just like Coatsville came out in the first period, they were hungry, they were consistent, they were ready to go for those goals, which they did come out with 2. But now Egan Ryan coming out with 1 in the second, it really sets them up for a good period.
And we're back, and we're in the Egan Ryan zone now. It's 14-16, and they almost had a tape-to-tape pass with a one-timer in. And 40 fans on his secondary shot, and it was almost recovered by Lawson Pierce in their own zone, but it was recovered back by Coatsville. Coatsville tries to make a play, and there is chaos in the middle of the ice right now as they finally recover the puck and dump it into the Egan Ryan zone. Schubert trying to make a play with number 9 on his back. Schubert up the boards, tipped off of 40, and there will be no icing. Matt Sheridan making a look at play on the icing, and he does, and he gets there, and he shoots, and it is off the stick of the goalie, and he's able to keep his glove on it and cover it for the stop. Face-off coming the right side of the Coatsville zone. Right circle here, face-off coming. Center number Tyler Sheridan, who's been seeming to do a lot in this game for Egan Ryan. And Coatsville wins it back up to 17. 17 chips it out, but not before it is recovered by Blake Martinez, who passes it to Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller off the skate of 16, which forces them to lose the puck, and it goes into the Egan Ryan zone. Recovered by number 17 on Coatsville. Checked by 77 Gavin Miller, who just decides to flip it out to be safe. Recovered in the Coatsville zone was number 17, who tips it, passes it, and tipped off of number 32 to enter it into the Egan Ryan zone. Blake Martinez recovers to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson now making a move, and he gets the move. Wow, what a move by Connor Bryson. He got the move off, was able to recover the puck after getting by the defenseman with that sweet move. Is able to get a shot on net, but not after being saved. We have a really good goalie matchup here. 16 shots, 2 goals, 14 shots, 1 goal. Face-off won by Coatsville. Coatsville tries to get it out, recovered by Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez again with another stop. Nobody applying pressure to number 27. It goes off half the glass. Blake Martinez with another save and a slap shot this time. Gavin Miller rings around to him. Slap shot on net again. It is off the bottom of the goalie's pads. And deep in the zone, Connor Bryson looking for a pass in front for Logan Parade, and he gets it. Saved. Another save. And this one flicked into the air by number 40, the Coatsville defenseman, and it hits off the rafters on the top of the ceiling. That will be out on Coatsville and result in a face-off on the right circle in the Coatsville zone. Tyler Sheeran looking to win another face-off, doesn't get there. Win to Coatsville. Coatsville from the right side to the left. Looking to break out on the left side of the boards. Unable to get there as 18, St. John is able to recover the puck and get a nice shot on net. Unfortunately saved. Tyler Sheeran, a little forecheck, trying to make a move. Back dancing at the top of the zone. Tries to dump it back in off his skate. Tries to keep it in, and he's trying to keep it in. And it's 2-on-1. He can't keep it in. Sean Schubert looking to be his recovery, and it gets it back into the Coatsville zone as 27 trying to get it out now in the bottom left corner. Good hit by number 20, Logan Parade, and he is hit by number 40, who falls onto his butt. Recovered by 86, Connor Bryson, who tries to make a backhand pass but doesn't go, and it gets into the hands of number 42 with a backhand shot, and then yet another save. A great save by the goalies. Recovered in his own zone. Jackson St. John with a nice sauce pass to number 6 Schubert, who tries to get it back to Logan Parade, who's getting a little angry out there. Dumps back into the Coatsville zone, and in the left corner and tries to make a play is Bryson. Bryson back out leaves the zone back to St. John, who tries to dump it in to the zone. Logan can't touch it, or else it would be called offsides. And it is picked off by 86 or 89, excuse me, and he tries to take a shot. It is blocked, but it was called offsides anyway, as number 84 was in the zone before him. It is now evened up at 17-17 for shots on goal. And there has only been 3 goals out of the 34 shots in this game. That's what we call the game here. Face off at the top of the top right out of the zone for Egan Ryan. It is won by them, but then lost to number 40. 40 tries to make a hit on 44, Blake Martinez, and a cross check that is missed on the back of the head of 44. They weren't looking. That's unfortunate. That would have been a really helpful power play for them. Gavin Miller trying to look for a play. Number 40 being really aggressive with his hits here. This game's getting a little choppy. Bad corner battle won by 94 as he gets on in the front of the net. Wasn't able to do anything with it. Cycled back into the zone by 52. Gavin Miller looking to make a play out. Back to number 52. 52 tries to make a play to number 4. Number 4 unable to get there. Dumped back in by 66 Martin of Coatsville. 83 looking to make a play on it is Joey McGee. Joey McGee is unable to make a play. 84 for Coatsville looking to center it off of McKenzie's skate, number 4. And unable to get it out is Egan. Number 84 looking for a center pass, but it is blocked by 77 Gavin Miller, who then is deflected off him to the top of the zone. The top of the zone defenseman dumps it to number 84 in front, tries to look for a pass to 89, unable to get there, blocked by Blake Martinez as he is skating up the ice on the right side. And he looks to forward a pass in front of the net, and it is not there. It goes into the left corner. Left corner now battling for it, and gets there is Lawson Pierce, number 93, behind the net, trying to battle with the number 89 as he throws him into the boards. And that was a clean hit, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good one. Still battling behind the net is Blake Martinez, who seems to be like an angry horse right now. Loses the puck back to 34, Matt Sheridan. Matt Sheridan with a backhand into the zone, and Egan Ryan looking to change. And the change is successful. Taking it slow is Coatsville, who looks for a centering pass to 86. 86 was unable to get there. 6 Sean Schubert recovers, and he just decides to get it out of the zone and ice it. Icing is called. And Egan Ryan's coaching seems to be a little upset that they weren't able to get the penalty call.
You know, as this game goes on, the closer this game gets, the more aggressive it's getting. You know, both these teams are really going head to head. They're really just going for body at this point. And I can't lie, I'm kind of here for it. It makes it interesting, it makes it competitive, and it really brings the tone to this game.
3-side stack as the 2 wingers and the left side defenseman are on the left hash as the trainer is coming over to assist somebody on Coatsville as they were injured on the previous play a little bit, knocked up. Egan Ryan face off on the right dot. Not really won by anybody, but is back to the defenseman on Coatsville, who's unable to get there, and a backhand pass just wide to 23 Gavin Barnes, who's now in the Coatsville zone trying to battle to get possession of the puck. Centers it, but it is unable to get a good pass off to Lawson Pierce. It is tipped away into the hands of Coatsville again. Coatsville making a pass to center ice, tipped by number 93 Lawson Pierce, but 14 is able still to get a hand on it. 14 looking for a 360 pass to number 9. Number 9, he gets it, makes a good move, but is stopped by Sean Schubert, who puts a body on him, and now they're in the corner battle, assisted by number 16 on Coatsville, assisted by number 9 again, and Sean Schubert able to get it out again, but unfortunately just puts a little too much mustard on it, and it'll be called an icing. Still 17-17 shots on goal here with 10:23 left in the second period. 2-1 Coatsville here at Northeast Skate Zone. Face-off coming up in the right dot, of the Egan Ryan zone. Won by Egan Ryan to Tyler Sheeran, who rips it around the boards to the other side of the ice, where Connor Bryson is trying to make a breakout pass. Breaks it out of the zone, but unfortunately right back to number 40, who just puts it right back into the Egan Ryan zone. Recovered by Gavin Miller, looking for an option behind the net. Takes it to the right side, looking for a little bit. Breakout pass to Logan Parade, who tries to get it to Tyler, who's unable to get it there. 86 Connor Bryson was there, but wasn't able to get a stick on it. Connor now making a play with Gavin, and there's 3 men in this same spot of the ice. And the puck bounces out off somebody's skates to number 9 on Coatsville. Number 9 tries to make a move. Another good defensive play by Coatsville. And a good drop back pass to 14 with a wide open shot and another save by number 75 for Ryan. Recovered by 86 Connor Bryson back up to the top in the middle of the ice. Pass to Logan Parade, who tries to dump it, and it rings around to the bottom left corner. Recovered by Coatsville again. Spinorama pass to number 9, just out of reach. Number 9 drops it back to 16. 16 drops it back to the defenseman. Brought back up, and nobody's able to get there. Recovered by Gavin Miller. Gavin Miller dumps it to the right corner. It is behind the net now for Coatsville. Coatsville rings it up the left side of the boards. Chipped by, I think it was an Egan player off his skate back to number 9, and he is making a good charge in the Egan Ryan zone. Dancing with it on the right side of the boards. Another great move, and he is caught up. No penalty called on the play. A good hit by number 86. Another good hit. 2 back-to-back hits on number 14, Marizaki. And a good shot on net, though, was number 9, but he wasn't able to send it home. It is plastered back in by number 84, Mazzaraco, getting scared and getting out the way. Now, almost break his stick. Mazzaraco is with stickless as Blake Martinez made him get out the way. And a pass to Tyler Sheeran, but he wasn't able to pick it up right away. And Tyler Sheeran with a not so enthusiastic forecheck as the puck is still in the Coastville zone, battling in the bottom left corner and is off a stick and into the hands of 14 on Coatsville. And these two, Blake Martinez, have a rivalry, but he gets past Martinez, and oh my goodness, and there is some shoving going out in front of the net right now. Oh, you got to call both sides on that one. You got to call both sides on that one. You got to call both sides on that one. Another drop back pass, and then a centering pass, and a great save by Liam Schickling. I mean, that was an unbelievable save. They do call both sides here for unnecessary roughening after the play, as 40 took a cheap shot at the goalie. You just can't do that. And some retaliation from 77, Gavin Miller, with a cross check. And both will be called for a penalty. I think this will still result in a 5-on-5, but both of those players are now down for 2 minutes. Number 83 center Joey McGee. And the Egan Ryan left dot. 1 by Egan Ryan. Chipped out to 52. 52. McKenzie on a breakaway. Can't get there. Dropped down to number 54, who tries to make a play and centering pass to McKenzie. McKenzie can't get there. St. John makes a good chip play back into the zone. Bottom left corner now. Centering pass again to McKenzie. Broken up by 17. 17 backhand pass to 86. 86. 2-on-1. Chip, sauce pass to 32. 32 with a nice shot on goal. But again, Liam Schickling with another phenomenal save. Schubert decides to be safe with it and ice it out. And we have a face-off upcoming on the left side circle of the Egan Ryan zone.
Talk about ice in his veins. Great saves there by Liam Schickling to keep Egan Ryan in this, mostly giving them the momentum with these saves to ice it out and have another chance to face off.
7:30 left to go. Matt Sheridan wins it back to Schubert. Schubert behind the net. Can't really get a stick on it. 72 falls. Schubert back up to the defenseman right at the top of the zone, right on his stick, who rings it back in, back to Schubert. Guys are playing pass and they're on opposite teams. Back out to center ice for Coatsville. A saucer pass back to number 40. Tries to dump it back in off the shin guard of Sheridan, which is one back into the Coatsville zone, who is now going D to D to try and get it out. D to D is successful. Now sitting at the red line as everyone is battling, and is off the stick of 17. Back to Schubert. Schubert with a great sauce pass to number 23, who shoots it on net. Rebound, unable to get there. What a shot and breakaway by 23. Gavin Barnes, who recovered, tried to stuff it back into the net, was Connor Bryson, who was unable to get there. Gavin Barnes, another shot on net, stick save. Number 40 recovers on Coatsville, looking to bring it back up the ice with a 3-on-2. Number 40 trying to make a good move around St. John. Gets the move around St. John off the blocker with another good save by Liam Schickling. Recovered by 34, Matt Sheridan up to the boards to Gavin Barnes again. Gavin Barnes, one-on-one, tries to make a move. Unable to get it with his stick as it was broken up by 27. Now they are battling in the corner, and 27 wins it out, but tipped off the stick, and it is now Blake's puck. Blake with a shot on net, a weak one, but off the pad, and a shot on net recovered by 23, Gavin Barnes, unable to go in. Chip shot back up to the top, tried to glove it, was unable to, and now we have a 2-on-1 going into Egan Ryan's way. 17 passes to 92, unable to get there, and Blake Martinez breaks it up with a stick. Number 40 coming in out of nowhere and trying to make a play off his stick, back to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson off 40's skate, back to his stick. Connor Bryson rings it up the side of the boards and is now in the Coatsville zone, who passes it back up to the red line. Lang tries to make a move, unable to get there. Martinez just decides to dump it. Another good hit and retaliation for number 40, and Egan Ryan just doesn't seem to be getting these calls here. A really risky suicide pass. It never works out in front of the net, which you never do. And it results into a pick by Connor Bryson, and he shoves it through the 5-hole. You never know how dangerous that middle of the ice in front of the net pass is for a D-to-D man. I mean, when I played, if I were to do that, my coach would sit me for the rest of the game.
And I think that's just what their coach should do. Coatsville got their whole student section over here, kind of been chirping us the whole entire game. Finally got a time to shut them up. So it's good for Egan Ryan. Good for Egan Ryan.
I mean, you never do the good old suicide pass in front of your own net. And, that's just a great example. It happens every time. No. Icing by 77, Gavin Miller. And it is brought back to face-off in the bottom. Opposing team getting a little rowdy here. Face off in the right zone of Egan Ryan, and there's one out just sitting there. 16 unable to get a puck, recovered by 20. Parade to Connor Bryson, who tries to get it back to Sheeran. Sheeran with a shot on net from the top right, looking for a rebound, doesn't get one. Tyler Sheeran out the top of the zone of recovery. Another shot off the stick of 86 on Coatsville, and another centering pass from Connor Bryson, unable to get there. And a penalty is called, and a shot on net, another good save by Liam Schickling, and a penalty on Egan, as I guess it was called tripping, but to me it looked like a body on body. It was a potential breakaway. It looked like Blake Martinez was trying to step in front of him, and something tripped the other guy up, and the refs caught it. I really don't think the calls have been going this way for Egan, Ryan. It's my point of view on the game, but I was trying to be as unbiased as possible. I really don't think they're getting many calls here, and I think that was another unfair one. All right, a power play for Coatsville as it is tied up 2-2. Coatsville looking to pass it around, get a good opportunity to shot on net. Left side of the boards to 14. 14 unable to make a play. Schubert going after him, leaving the box formation. 14 able to get out of it. 14 trying to make a centering pass in front of the net, and the net is off. The net is off, which results in a whistle. A lucky break for Egan, as that could have ended up badly. A minute 44 left to play in the second, or a minute 44 on the penalty, sorry. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in the second period. Face off on the left circle of the Egan Ryan zone. Tyler Sheeran tries to win the face off back to Schubert. Schubert trying to make a play. And is recovered by number 40 at the top of the zone, who goes in, and another great save by Liam Schickling, as he had all the time in the world to shoot that puck. He waits to the last second, and another great save. Dangling now in the left corner is number 9. Number 9 looking for a healthy pass to make. Another cycle down to 14, down to 16. 16 tries the sauce pass to 14 in the middle. chipped by 34 Matt Sheridan, who's going one-on-one the other way with number 9, but he's not able to get there. Number 9 is going to decide to recover behind his own net. Standing there now is the other teammates. And 14 takes it from him on the run. Gaining speed on the right side is 14. 14 is unable to lose it as Tyler Sheridan gets a stick in the lane. Matt Sheridan on the left side has speed, shot, nothing really else he could have done there. Just gets a shot on net as there is only 51 seconds left in this power play. I'd say a decent power play kill from Egan Ryan right here. Coatsville has not really been able to get a really good capitalization on this power play, and they need to get back into this game as the momentum is still on Egan's side as they have gone up 2 goals this period. 2 goals. Momentum swinging this way. Face off in Coatsville zone, back to Tyler Sheeran. They're keeping control as they're down a man, and it is swung to the other side. The other picked off by 40. 40 cross ice pass on the backhand, unable to get it, but he makes a good recovery. Back to 40. 40 loses it. A poke check by Connor Bryson. Nothing to worry about as Coatsville has it back in the zone, or back on their stick. Coatsville 86 entering the zone, tries to make a good move, and he makes a great move off the post. He made a move around 2 defensemen with a through the legs move, and another great save, or the net had a great save, and as it was shoved off the back right of the post. It is iced all the way down, and a collision as they were trying to fight for the icing. And another collision, as that has to be an interference. That has to be called. And again, another call that doesn't go their way. Puck was nowhere near him, and he was hit. Gavin Miller now in his own zone, rips it around the boards, chipped by number 72, was unable to get there, and swing and a miss by Logan Prey, who's unable to pick that one up. They put it back into the Egan zone. Schubert with a nice off the net move. Off his shin pads, lucky break for Schubert again as he is able to take it up the right side by 40. Tries to make a nice move, can't get there, and it was a floating pass to the middle. Who almost got there was Connor Bryson, but he was unable to get there and is swung around to number 77, Gavin Miller, as the penalty expires. It is a 5-on-5. Gavin Miller tries to keep it in with escape. He does a low shot off his shin pad, and there's dancing in front of the net as the puck's there, but it is finally spat out back to the Coatsville. Coastal player number 89 makes a move to try and get it dumped in off the boards. It was a good pass from Blake Martinez after he recovered 89's shot. Lawson Pierce tries to get a shot on net for Egan Ryan off the shin pads. It is deflected back out to the middle of the ice. Recovered by 17, who tries to hang on but is knocked down by Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez trying to break the pass up, and Coastville coaches really angry now as they thought a tripping penalty should have been called on that play. Another really good hit by Blake Martinez, and is able to get the puck out to Logan Parade, who makes a great move by Logan Parade, backhand, and it is saved off the pads of the Coatsville goalie Porter, and a tripping call on Coatsville. A swing and a miss at the puck results in Logan skates, trips him up, and that will be number 40, who has been bickering all game. Number 40, who has been really just throwing his hands at people and really not caring where they're going. But he's been playing really well. He's been playing his heart out. He's getting really competitive, and I like that. 50 seconds left as there is a 2-minute penalty on him. Number 40, power play by Egan Ryan. Blake Martinez with a shot off the shin pads, and they will lose possession out of the zone. Jackson St. John looking to recover. Back to Tyler Sheeran, looking in his own zone, doing a little spin move, seeing what's going, and he spins and he's trying to get speed, which he does. He tries to get speed, entering the right side of the zone, looking for in front of the net, goes behind the net, no option. Hard stop, goes back, looks to the wing. Winger passes it back up to the center. Center shot from the defenseman, and it was low and not really that hard, so nothing happens there, and recovered behind the net by Tyler Sheeran, looking for his options as they are creating a lot of space. Back to Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez back to Tyler Sheeran with a risky pass, and it doesn't end up working out as Blake Martinez, they got it out the zone. Blake Martinez recovers it in his own zone. A suicide pass to 86, and he dumps it back into the Egan zone, but that is the end of the second period. 2-2, 26 shots on 26 shots, and a minute and 10 penalty still for the What's the school name again? Coatsville. Sorry, Coatsville.
Yeah, a great scrappy game here. Could go down in contention for game of the year so far. Conwell and Coatsville, two very talented teams. The most impressive thing right now is the goalie work. 26 shots on 26 shots. I don't know. I can't do the math right now. Is that 52 shots in the game
Yep,
with only
52.
4 goals so far? 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the penalty for Lang for Coatesville. And we will see you in the third period, 2-2, 17-minute periods on your Eagle Eye Network.
You see, with the 50 seconds that Egan Ryan had with that power play, they were able to move the puck and create space and create open lanes for passes to get in front of the net. And unfortunately, they just haven't been able to really get a stick on one in front of the net and finish the job here. But no, they're moving around the puck really nicely. Uh, I don't have a doubt that this could be a goal that could win the game in the third period. Both teams are playing amazing defense. Both goalies are playing good, and there's not really many opportunities in this game, or really good opportunities. So I think if they want to win this game, they're really just gonna have to capitalize on this penalty or this power play, and hopefully stuff one in the back of the net. And goalies switched sides back to the original. Egan Ryan on the left, Coatsville on the right. Center faceoff coming up here. Our puck is dropped. Started one back by Egan Ryan to number 6, Sean Schubert, who tries to get it to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson tries to center a pass at the center of the zone or neutral ice to Tyler Sheeran, who does not get there, is recovered by 27, who passes to 9. 9 passes it back to 86, and they're really getting some passing going here in the zone. Ooh, off the hand of 16. No hand pass is called. Tyler Sheeran trying to make a move by himself. A shot on net off the face mask of Porter. Now it is Tyler in his own zone trying to 1v2 here as Logan finally comes in to help. Puck is stagnant right now in the bottom left corner. Logan gets it out to Connor Bryson. Looks like there's 3 defenders up top. A good seam by Sean Schubert as he goes straight to the net, and Connor Bryson tries to find him, but it goes off the stick. Logan recovers the puck, spins around to the right side of the net, shot but right into the chest of Porter. As we have another faceoff coming up on the right dot here. Faceoff recovered by 86. Iced. No ice. It was tipped off somebody. Sorry, I missed that. 86 down to all the way ice down to number 6, Sean Schubert. Tries to make a move coming up to neutral ice. Neutral ice off the skate of 20. Logan makes a pass to Sean Schubert, but is intercepted in front of the net by 17, who just decides to get it out off the boards. Lucky bounce right to 14 stick. Skating backwards now, looking for a pass in front of the net. Can't get there. Lawson Pierce with a great defensive play. Skating it up the ice now. 2 men on him. And 14 with a great back check. Great back check, swinging around in his own zone now, making a good move around Logan. Cycles it back to number 27, Vessel. Vessel looking to cross ice pass in front of his own net again, man. And they intercept it, but not as soon as it was off his stick, and it goes back to center ice. But it was recovered by Logan. Logan dumps it back into the Coatsville zone. 86 Connor Bryson recovers it and now is in the bottom of the zone, centers the pass, but nobody was there. Gavin Miller looking to make a good defensive play, and he does. He keeps the puck in the Ryan zone. Belling, number 9, is down. He's down, clenching his knee. No penalty should be called. It was a clean hit, or barely even any hit at that point. Well, nothing really happened there. He kind of just fell over. But he was tripped up by it was a big group of guys. He's being helped off by his teammates. Great teammates right there for number 14, Mazaraco, and number 40, as they're helping the injured teammate off the ice here, number 9. Coatsville really looking for a call there, but I really didn't see anything. He was tripped up by just a bunch of bodies in the way. 4 guys fighting for the same puck.
Looked like a bit of a hit check there and got his upper side caught on another defender going down the ice. Just got kind of twisted up. Good thing he's back on the bench and doing good.
Seems to be okay now with the trainer looking at him. But we have a face-off coming up in the Coatsville zone on the left side. One by back to Coatsville's 40. Lang gets by 3 guys and is now a 2-on-2. Lang trying to make a move. A shot that is hard, but it is saved by Liam Schickling. Rebound, but he comes out of the net to get his rebound and covers it up. As we now have a face-off in the Egan Ryan zone. Face-off recovered by 93. Lawson Pierce, who tries to make a play, forechecking 27. 27 back out to 72. 2-on-2. 27 and 17. 27 gets around Blake Martinez, not before it is called offside. 17 was 2 steps ahead of him. Face-off at the left dot outside of the Egan Ryan zone. Recovered by Coatsville. In front of the net, shot on goal. Liam Schickling with another save. That puck was a lucky bounce right to his stick in front of the net. Another shot from 22. It goes wide of the net to the right. Recovered by, sorry, I cannot see the number, but he plays it off the glass to number 40 on Coatsville, trying to make a move back into the Egan Ryan zone. Doesn't, because it goes right to Gavin Miller's stick, who shoots it off the boards right to Lawson Pierce's stick, tries to make a pass in the lane to Sheridan, but it is a stick in the lane as it is tipped back out to Sean Schubert. Sean Schubert trying to make a play, and he cannot get there. It is one back to 40 in his own zone. 40 with a great move behind the net around Gavin Barnes. Tries to break out past 17 to 72, and that was a beautiful breakout. And it ends up working, but there were 4 guys collapsing on him, so they couldn't get the puck in. But 17 now with a great recovery on the puck and was actually able to get a shot, but only from the top of the blue line, which made it an easy save for Schickling. That was deflected off, a pass deflected off of Gavin Barnes from St. John, 227, who missed the pass to 17. 17 off his stick to Schubert. Schubert dumps it in from the red line. No icing will be called. Recovered by 27 on Coatsville behind his net. 27 goes out in front to get it to 17. 17 unable to get there. McKenzie forechecking now to make a play, and she does. She keeps it inside the zone, off the side of the net to Schubert. Schubert just wants to keep it in the zone, keep the pressure going. Now, Joey McGee looking to make a play to McKenzie centered, but she's unable to do anything as it is off her stick. And number 40 now with 89 going up on a 2-on-2. A good body play and tried to make a move. Oh, and he slashes the goalie on the pads. He's causing tension here, folks. He knows what he's doing. That was, oh, and he's in the penalty box now as they are going to call it on him. They do call it. Number 40 is second penalty of the game. He seems to be getting really amped up here. But after he shot the puck and it was a save, he decided to throw his stick at the goalie's pads. And, that's never a great idea. So, for future, don't do that. Two minutes here as it is won by Egan Ryan back to St. John. He takes a shot, but it is, kind of a muffin right into Porter's chest. 12 minutes and 29 seconds here remaining in the third period. And Egan Ryan looking to face another opportunity for a goal. Face off one back to the goalie, trying to get a quick tip on him was Tyler, but he couldn't get there. And it was covered by 39 Porter, and we're back to the third face-off in 8 seconds. Face-off won by Coatsville. Coatsville trying to make a play, and he just tries to ice it. Good play by St. John to keep it on his stick, though. St. John looking to get it back to Tyler. Tyler just kicks it back to St. John. St. John tries to get it off the boards quickly because he was pressured to 89. 89 backhands it back into his own, the Coatsville zone to number 14. 14 looking, and he's just going to decide to ice it. no icing is called as obviously the penalty is going. So recovered in Egan's zone now, looking to do something with the puck here is Tyler Sheeran as he goes behind the net, takes the left side, coming up the left side center of the ice with speed now, makes a off the board pass to Sean Schubert. Sean taking his time now, looking for a pass D to D, back to St. John. St. John tipped by 86 Connor Bryson, but a good save off the mask. Back to Connor Bryson, who shoots it back up to St. John. St. John unable to keep it into the zone. D to D pass to Schubert. Schubert looking across the ice to Tyler Sheeran, unable to get there. This is off his stick. And it is one back to St. John. St. John to Schubert. Schubert with a tip pass to Connor Bryson. Connor Bryson makes a move to Logan in front of the net, who can't get a shot on net. Logan is hit pretty hard, but he's still standing. Connor Bryson tries to make a pass in front of the net to Tyler Sheeran. Can't get there. Now he does, but it is missed. And 89 recovers the puck in the neutral zone, and he's just going to decide to ice it again. 30 seconds now here left on the power play to make a difference here in this game. Blake Martinez now, with speed, decides to run it up the right side of the ice. Right side of the ice, tries to make a move. Still recovers the puck in front of the net now, looking for a centering pass to Tyler Sheeran, and it's through backhand through the 5-hole. Backhand through the 5-hole of Porter was Tyler Sheeran. It was the pass was originally intended for Logan Parate. Logan Parate missed in front of the net, and Tyler Sheeran was able to get a stick on it for the backhand. And there's so many guys in front of the net there. I don't expect you to pick up which one has the puck, and that was a really tough play for Porter. But unfortunately, he was not able to save that one, and as it slides through the 5-hole, and Egan is able to capitalize on the power play to make it 3-2 with 10 minutes and 48 seconds left in the third period.
Dirty little backhand there for the goal. Conwell, Egan, Ryan taking full momentum in this game, and it's looking very promising, but we still have 10 minutes of puck left to play.
Egan Ryan coming back from a 2-0 loss in the first period to now a 3-2 winning with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. Hopefully they can keep this lead and not have to bring this game to overtime. It'd be very, very crucial for them to come away with a win here, especially after this heated of a game.
For a couple of minutes after the face-off, we are back into the Coatsville zone number 40 with pressure from Lawson Pierce. They're playing around with it. 89 back to 40, 49 back to 40, back to 89, and 89 back to 40, 40 back to 89 again. 89 makes a good spin move around the net, looking for something. Tipped by Lawson Pierce, who's able to keep it in the corner. And 86 with a good corner win battle as he comes out of the zone on top. Going through the center of the ice, neutral ice now, center of the ice, takes a shot off the shin pads of Sheridan. Sheridan with a nice block. Now Sheridan looking to make a nice play. Looking up the side of the ice, little good pass, intercept, or off the skates of 40. And the 16 is able to recover from Coatsville, who wins it back to 40. 40 behind the backhand pass to 14. 14 across the ice looking for 66. Can't get it there, but is off the boards and he recovers it. Can't get a stick on it as he is checked by Gavin Miller. And now, number 34, Matt Sheridan decides to ice the puck, but it is hit off 17, so there will be no icing called. Forechecker Gavin Barnes is unable to do anything there as 27 whiffs in front of the net, who's able to get it for Joey McGee. Joey McGee shoots and a save. Another yet suicidal pass in front of the net leads to a Conwell body in front of the Coatsville net with a free shot on goal, but he's unable to pretty much seal this game away. That would have been a very big goal for Conwell to make it 4-2 with 9 minutes and 14 seconds left in the period. Face off in the Coatsville zone on the right side, won by number 32. 32 makes a great off the boards move, coming up the right side. Liam Schickling is going to have to come up with a big save, and he does again off the rebound. Is able to get it. McKenzie, good pass to McGee. McGee, backhand pass to absolutely nobody. And 32 able to recover it from Coatsville, who wins it back to 40. 40 looking for a good pass up to the center to number 17. 17 unable to do anything, but is off his stick to number 72. 72 back to 38. 38 shot wide on the left side corner. Recovered by Egan. Egan decides to try and get a pass up to Joey McGee, but it fails off the side of the boards. Not an icing, though, as he tries to ice it now is 27, almost off the stick of Joey Muggy, Vaughn, and he was unable to get it there. Now there's one back from Coatsville, and they get a very weak shot on net from the red line, and it's covered, and now we'll have it face off in the red zone.
Yeah, like you said earlier, Colin, those suicide passes, they are lucky that they have a great goalie there in the cage because if not, then they would have a lot less goals and they would not Egan would have a lot more goals than they usually do coming down
Tyler
the ice.
Sheeran able to come up with a breakaway here and a shot wide to the right side. Logan unable to get the rebound as it shoots up the right side of the boards, but now we're in the neutral zone fighting for a puck. Sean Schubert with another good move, going to center ice, just decides to ice it, but he can't get enough oomph on it and is back to 27. 27 gets it out of the zone. Matt Sheridan with a little slap shot into the zone as now Sean Schubert looking to make a play on it. It is no signaling for the offsides, even though it was offsides. 20 tries Logan Prairie tries to keep it back in. Nope. Dancing around at the blue line now is Coatsville, sorry, excuse me. Coatsville wins it back into the zone, but unfortunately tipped off the stick of number 40, which is back to Sheridan, or Bryson, excuse me. Bryson tries to make a pass off Parade's stick. Offsides is called. They had to draw back out of the zone. 27 back to number 9. Number 9 tip to Logan. Logan was able to get a shot on net as it was tipped off 9's stick into Logan's hands in front of the net, and it just off the butt end of the stick of the goalie, and they still have possession here in the zone. John Schubert loses the possession in the corner, but able to get it is Tyler Sheeran, who makes a behind the back pass to Logan in front of the net, but is picked off by 94, and a penalty is called here for hooking. I'm not sure on who. It looks like on Egan Ryan, number 8, Tyler Sheeran. Yeah, he definitely tried to get a little stick lift there, and unfortunately it just got too high in the armpit. You know, once you see a stick in the armpit, you got to call it for a hooking. You can't do that. And well, now the tides have changed here as Coatsville is looking to get back on the board as the 2-minute penalty is on number 8, Tyler Sheeran. 34 shots to 31, a total of 65 shots in this game, and only 5 goals on both sides. Face-off one in the left corner of Egan Ryan's zone. They try and wing it back up to Parade. Parade looking to ice it, and he does. No ice, obviously, the penalty, but 86 behind the net now, looking for a good move. 16 looking to pass it to 9. 9 passes it back to 14. 14 to 9 again. 9 back over the middle of the ice. A suicide pass really to lose possession, and it doesn't work out, just as always. And another breakaway for Matt Shear, or 36. Who's that? 36. Is it 86? Oh, Connor Bryson. I'm sorry. Excuse me. They do not get to play. Coatsville looking to recover in their own zone to make a good play and try and tie this game up. 14 around the boards, back to 40. 40 dumps it back into his own zone for 86. 86 behind the net, back out to the wing on the winger, 40, who gets it to 14 with a 2-on-1, and he tries to make a move, and he doesn't get there as he was unable to get there, and they try to ice it again, but a good hand block by 14 to keep it in the zone as they're fighting, and he is brought down by number 34, and the ref's arm is up. But Coatsville still has possession. The arm is still raised. They have an extra guy. It is a 6-on-4, and is finally tipped by Egan, and that's another penalty. But there's only 24 seconds remaining on the original penalty. A 5-on-3 upcoming here in Egan's zone, as I think it was a holding call, as number 34, Matt Sheridan, was falling down, and he decided to bring somebody else down with him. And you can't do that in hockey. And that will result in another penalty and a 5-on-3. And Coatsville calls a timeout to try and make a play here. You don't get many 5-on-3 opportunities, and that way, you know, you can make a design play here to catch the 3 defenders off guard. Put this one in the back of the net. We're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in a second. We're back here with the Eagle Eye Network, which seems to be the longest timeout in hockey history. Not really sure the refs allowed that one, but we are back in the face-off zone as the 5-on-3 continues for Coatsville. Coatsville taking its time. Coatsville with a shot, a very unwisely shot from number 86 at the top of the zone with an easy save by Schickling. And now holding it against the boards to waste time is number, who is that? Schubert, sorry. Wasting time, but is recovered by Coatsville. And off the bench is Tyler Sheeran, and he intercepts the pass off the bench. His penalty ran out. He jumps out of the box, intercepts the pass, just ices it, gets it out of there. It is a 4-on-5 now with a minute 23 left in Matt Sheridan's penalty. 60 tries to take it up the middle of the ice. Another good move, and it is saved by by Liam Schickling. 86 takes it to the top of the ice now, winds up for a slap shot, fakes it to the pass down below to the right corner, back up to the right side of the defenseman. He decides to D-to-D pass it off the stick in the lane. D-to-D tries to take a shot on net and is right in the wheelhouse of Schickling. And now it is recovered by them in the right side corner. Looking for a centering pass. He gets the centering pass. It is off the face mask of Schickling. And now it is 3-3 with 3:49 remaining in the third period, and now it is 5-5. That man in the middle of the net, 3-3. I don't know why I said 5-5. 3-3. Sorry. Yeah, 3-3, and that man was left wide open in front of the net. Somebody has to put a body on that guy because he was on the dance floor right in front of Liam's face, and he was able to just stuff it in there and see the whole net to shoot at. We have a face-off back center ice, 5-on-5, won by Blake Martinez, who just decides to dump it into the zone at the goalie. The goalie can't cover it. Number 27 recovers the puck for Coatsville, just tries to get it out, but can't. Connor Bryson checked off the puck, and I'm going to get there. Tyler Sheeran tries to make another stick play. It is a 3-on-2. Tyler Sheeran forechecks to make it a 3-on-3. 16 shot low off the right side of Schickling's pads into the left corner. Left corner now, battling for the puck as it is lost for Coatsville. Coatsville 14 with a raging pass to 40. Was able to keep it calm on his stick. Bouncing puck, 40 trying to make a play again. Gets into the Egan zone, but not by much. 52. Vaughn back to number 77, Gavin Miller, tries to get it to Connor Bryson, but it's just a little ahead of him. Connor Bryson still able to get there in the zone for a good fight, though. Doesn't able to get there. Tyler Sheeran to help him out. 52, Vaughn. Back up to 77, Gavin Miller, who takes the shot, tipped almost in, but almost off the post. Vaughn trying to make a play behind the net. Connor Bryson now backhand pass to Sheeran, but he wasn't able to get a stick on the ice. Vaughn now decides to chip it back up to Martinez, who can't get it out. 14 on him for the forecheck, but isn't unable to get there. Gavin Miller just decides to do the safe thing, dump it back in. 27 for Coatsville, sorry. Coatsville was able to get it out. And an offsides call was the case. Face-off one back into the zone by Egan. Back up to Schubert. Schubert with a low shot, rebound. Nobody there to collect the goal. 23, Gavin Barnes battling in the corner, back out to Matt Sheridan trying to get it out, but 86 comes out on top, pushing to the left side. Now going to the neutral ice through center, tries to make a move. He does. He gets the move off, tries to go back to the forehand, unable to stuff it home as he was clearly past the net by that time. And now what has happened? Another penalty is called, I think. Yeah, a penalty on number 6, Schubert. It was another hook. Another hook. I think it was a hook to the leg this time, which you usually don't see, but usually one to the leg is a little obvious. I must have missed it. Now another power play. The penalties have seemed to kill Egan Ryan in this minute 57. Minute 51, left in the period, as there are a total now of 73 shots 73 shots in this game and only 6 goals allowed by either goalies. Minute 55 left in the penalty for power play for Coatsville. Coatsville looking to make a statement back to the top of the circle or top of the zone. A shot off the stick in front of the net, tipped over the net and into the behind netting as it is out of play. And that one will be in the zone as it was off an Egan stick apparently. Bottom right zone for faceoff, and tying it up is 34 Matt Sheridan, but is unable to get a successful breakout. And now dangling in the middle of the zone is 14 with a shot, a great glove save by Schickling, and he was able to off his glove though back to number 14. 14 at the top of the zone trying to look a statement. In the bottom left corner now finds a body who moves up back to number 14 at the top of the zone, takes a fakes. And that was another tic-tac-toe, 14 to 86 to 89, who shot wide in the net and is recovered by somebody on the right side. In front of the net pass by shot by 14, and another great save by Schickling. Schickling was able to see that pass in front of the net, in front of all those mad guys, and save it. Now dangling at the top of the zone again is 14. Decides to take a slap shot off the knee pad of Martinez, and he does not seem to be phased. Tried to ice it again was Miller, and 14 was able to get a glove on it, who was playing really well in this power play. Another attempt to get it out was Tyler Sheeran. Tyler Sheeran not able to get it out as there was only 30 seconds left in the period. And Lawson Pierce trying to make a play on the guy. Another pass intercepted by Gavin Miller, who tries to chop check in and it works out. Grabbed out of the air by 86. 86 grabs it out of the air. 86 to 14 as he falls. And Tyler Sheeran able to steal the puck. Tyler Sheeran with 14 seconds left. Tyler Sheeran unable to put it home. Tyler Sheeran with the game on his stick, unable to put it home for the Egan Eagles. As now it is a 2-on-2 the other way, and a shot wide as there's 1 second left, and that could have been the game, folks. But now it is a tie game, and we are going to go into an overtime here with 3 seconds left on the penalty for Egan Ryan, as now there are 78 shots total in this game with only 6 of them finding the back of the net. We're going to take a break here as we come back. Three seconds remaining on the penalty for Coatsville, Egan Ryan. And Coatsville will have a 4-on-3 for the short span of 3 seconds with a center zone faceoff. So they're going to most likely be sending back a. I don't think so. No, I think it's always 3-on-3, and then they get an extra guy. Oh, it's 4-on-4 in overtime. All right, excuse me. All right, 4-on-4 in overtime. The penalty is over right away. Hops on the 4th player for Egan Ryan. And Coatsville looking to make a play here is number 86, who dangles his way past everybody. Centers a pass, intercepted by St. John. St. John unable to make a play. 16 in front of the net from a pass to 86, but shoots to top right wide. Top right wide, puck recovered by Logan Parade, looking to break out the pass to Schubert. Schubert slowly taking his time, going up the side, decides to take it back and recover and look for some better options. Back to St. John in his own zone now, taking the puck, Tyler Sheeran behind the net, trying to make a move. Tyler cycles it in his own zone, back to Schubert. Schubert gets past one man, looking to go up to neutral ice now. Neutral ice makes a move, tries to make another move, unable to get there. Tumbling puck goes to the goalie off his stick, recovered by Coatsville. A good keep by St. John, tries his luck again, and he is able to hit the jackpot and keep that one in again. Recovered by 86, though, is Coatsville, now going up the center of the ice with speed. Number 86, number 86 looking to make a move on Tyler Sheeran, unable to. And now, Jackson St. John with a chance to take the puck up, but just gets off his stick here in the last moments. And Coatsville gets the line change. Martinez looking to get it up the ice here on the right side. Gets it into the right side of the zone, makes a move around the next guy, shot on net, but really no angle to score a goal there, as there's only 3 minutes and 21 seconds left here. As now there is over 80 shots, in this game. As this is overtime 1, 3-3 still. Face off upcoming in Coatsville zone. It's back to a 3-on-3. I'm not really sure what the ruling was for that. We're back to a 3-on-3. Back to Blake Martinez, one in the Egan zone, down to Sheridan. Sheridan unable to make a play. Blake Martinez now one-on-one with number 40. 40 makes a move wide. Blake Martinez, good stick in the lane. 40 back to 89 at the top of the zone. 89 to 14. 14 back to 40. Tries to get it there, but it is too late as it is blocked by Schickling. Number 86, Connor Bryson now on the ice to take it up the left side. Left side looking to make a move. Does make a move. Gets it on his backhand. Backhand pass to Sheridan. And Sheridan is able to stuff it into the net for an overtime goal. A great move by Connor Bryson to get it back to his backhand. Goalie thought he was going to take a backhand shot. Never saw Sheridan come to the back post. And you always got to cover the back post. As Sheridan was right on the back post and was able to stuff it in the net to make it 4-3. Egan Ryan with an overtime win. What a move and what a play by Connor Bryson.
Great move by Connor Bryson there to absolutely dish it to Matt Sheridan in the back post. Beautiful game here by these boys. Coatsville keeping up a fight with the strong Egan Ryan hockey team, and Egan Ryan hockey does it again here at the Northeast Flyers skate zone. Ian, want to take us over?
Yeah, that was a wonderful game. 4-3 with over 80 shots. But Egan Ryan had to be the team to finish it off. Started off a little shaky, but picked it up and started moving, started feeling good. And that's just what we love to see. That little breakaway towards the end with the Sheridan finish. You didn't hear from me a lot today, maybe because our boy Cullen was over in Flow State, just chatting it off. So, he did a great job tonight. We hope to see you soon. And that's it for the Eagle Eye Network. I'll see you later.